We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. First down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Mayfield on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, now Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Still fight. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking to throw on second down. Carr letting one fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for second and goal.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And Carr's going to keep it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Hey, Raider 2. 93.
They run with Geis, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he's got it up and through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's to the 10. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Detroit!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second down. Carr able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He juked him. Now he opts for the spin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now this time, Carl throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They start the second half with a run by Geis. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, throw left side complete. That's James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Carr. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And James has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the ground game now with Geis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Carr. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll come out in the pistol. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr, he's going to let it go again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is fielded at the 7. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go with Chubb on second down. Blitz through the contact. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Chubb, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. It's the Bucs who are leading that ball game. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-18.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Shifts by him. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.